All right, I still haven't fully tested this, and it still looks pretty horrible here. That's because I had to tear down everything I had before, because somewhere I put a death loop in this thing. Not sure exactly what, but somewhere when I plugged everything in, I was getting zero off of my panels. And whenever you're doing a lot of this kind of stuff with a lot of you know, these I guess you call them spider things, or multi-connector. There's a word for them I can't think of it. But these multi-connector ports where I'm, you know, going one and then distributing it to 4, or distributing it in this case down here and some of them to 2, then you got the potential for screwing up. And I did majorly. And I spent the entire yesterday evening tearing this thing down, and now I am partially on the way to making it as neat as it can be, considering the really haphazard way I put this on. This is the cable that goes from the front, where I have the basically up here the 5 100-watt panels back to the 650 watt channels, 650 watt panels. Boy, I've been doing this so long I'm beginning to get punch drunk. These are 3 panels here. There's a panel on top that I had to put directly in front of this vent, because it didn't make room for another 100 watt panel. And then you've got the 2 here. The problem is, when I hooked up the 2 into this system, all of a sudden everything died, and then I tracked it back. I mean, I took every piece of wire out here and tracked it back, and in this mess, not this mess, the previous mess, this is another mess, a mess that's working, I found that I had probably looped from one connector to another multi-connector some weird way and screwed it up. So that took most of the evening, and I didn't really do any even minor finishing like I've done now until this morning. So yeah, so going around here, you know, there we go. Now this is functioning. I'm pulling about almost 50 watts. And if you notice, a slate gray cloudy day, so cloudy I can't see or determine the position of the sun. So so that's pretty good. So I'm thinking I might have all of these now functioning, and everybody is always directing me, you know, you're never going to get direct sunlight on these, and I want to give them the old Homer Simpson dough. Yeah, I do understand that, but I do understand that you never get direct sunlight unless you've got a maneuverable panel. And during the majority of the year, the sun has different paths across the sky. I can't remember what that was. I used to know, but my science information is out of my head. I don't know, declination, inclination, none of which is probably correct. But the sun moves across the sphere of the sky in each hemisphere according to the season. So you really never get direct sunlight if you get statically mounted panels. Maybe once or twice a year you get real close, you know, for a week or 2 or 3 maybe, but you don't. But with these, and I understand I'm not going to get what I would get if I had a tracking system where it tracked the sun across with these panels. But I figure out I'm going to get enough ambient light, whether it's getting directly hit or not, for it to for it to back up the power I'm getting from the 5 panels on top. So what I can do, because I don't have panels on the other side, I can park in a corner, and this is something I'm hardly ever going to do, so this is just theoretical. I could park with this side in sort of a diamond shape in the direction of the sun, which is probably never going to happen. And I could get a partial sun here, partial sun there, and sun here, and as the sun tracks, I'll probably be getting more in the dawn or in the evening, according to where I've got it pointed, than I would have just from those alone. All right, that's my rant for a while, and I will. I'm going to talk to you later. So So right now, like I said, everything is in pretty good shape, and I am going to give up on it. People were walking by, but the good thing about having using your phone as your camera is it looks like you're in a super position talking to somebody rather than talking to the virtual YouTube audience. In any case, that's basically what I've got now. I see I've got this wire hanging over here. I haven't positioned anything correctly. Right now, I'm just, I'll do this right now as a matter of fact. Go get a pull tie and tighten this up. And this one will always have to be detached because when I open this door, I can't think of a way I can set this up where I won't have to pull these loose when I open this door, so I'll have to pop those out. I'm rarely back here. Like I said, I've got gas cans back here, and I'm most often on this side when there's a problem with where my tools and my basic maintenance stuff is. All right, I will talk to you later. And God, I'm tired of this, and I'm gonna go do something else. At least there was a little side conversation on my previous video. Watch that. And you may not perceive it as funny, but it was to me at the time. In any case, I will talk to you later, and hopefully on another subject. I'll be battening this down and tightening this down and simplifying this. I mean, this was horrible. I removed about 25 or 30% of the wires here, and it still looks like this. So you see what a rat's nest that I had that was pretty much unmanageable, and I had to take it apart to figure out what the heck was going on. All right, I'll talk to you later, and you have a good day.